This is what happens when you think, I want to get into sewing, but following a pattern feels hard. I bet I could just take a shirt from my closet and trace it and call it a day. But you don't think about potentially the intricacies of the sleeve. You didn't think about, ironing the fabric because that also seemed too hard. So you just kind of put it together and just hope for the best. This whole outfit says putting it together and hoping for the best. The Tony Awards were last night. Literally no one watched them. But of course, after award ceremony, the only thing anybody knows about any of these award ceremonies was that people came in fancier clothes. Let's talk about how the fashion let us down on this one. Hardcore! And leading the pack of ugly was Katie Holmes. Now, Katie... I sent this picture to my sister, and she responded with, "What in the middle school sewing project is this? Cassie, preach." Because that is a mess. That is a mess. What? Where are the lines to this outfit, I ask you? Could nobody have said, well, let's not put that shirt with that skirt? I mean, this looks like something that pure desperation constructed. The shoes, the platform shoes, the bejeweled skirt, and then this whack-ass silk shirt. What is this? It is so ill-fitting, it does her zero favors. I don't even think that this had to be a total fail of a look. Just what are we doing with the waist here? What's happening with this boxy shirt? This fabric is not laying nicely. This is boxy. This is, truly, the only way to describe this is a sewing mishap. This is what happens when you think, I want to get into sewing, but following a pattern feels hard. I bet I could just take a shirt from my closet and trace it and call it a day. But you don't think about potentially the intricacies of the sleeve. You didn't think about, ironing the fabric because that also seemed too hard. So you just kind of put it together and just hope for the best. This whole outfit says putting it together and hoping for the best. Okay, Katie Holmes, please, sister. And then we get this outfit. Cole decided to wear a dress. Cole was trying too hard with Cole's outfit. What's happening with the chest hair? Okay, what's happening to the men in the dresses? Why is this a trend? Why are men wearing dresses? Princess dresses that, quite frankly, look like something that my little 5-year-old used to run around in. We have a whole box of dresses downstairs that look just like this. None of this impressed me. And I was not impressed by this person, coming out and challenging norms. I mean, that's been done. It's like, you want to challenge norms? Well, don't be the 70 billionth person to do it and expect that the rest of us should still care. Brook Shields also came out in a dress that I just thought, okay, so are we just done trying to flatter our bodies with the shapes we have? What did this do for anybody? I just don't feel like anybody was trying for this. And it just feels like the Tony Awards should be offended at how little anybody was trying. This is the situation with Brook Shields, I feel like. I think that she has a body that might be difficult to dress, but would not be impossible to dress. I feel like Brook Shields would have really benefited from maybe a fuller skirt, because I feel like this just makes it all angles and bones. So that's just my opinion. And then finally, we have Cynthia Revo. Cynthia Revo was wearing a shape that we've seen so much this award season that I'm tired of it. But I can't be the only person that's tired of this. The gigantic sort of play on Victorian shapes. And I'm done with it. I'm really tired of this over-structured look. Something we keep seeing everywhere is these really structured sort of bodices with these spike things that are coming out of it. Now, she didn't have any spikes coming out of it, but she did just have this super huge bodice that stands out all the way around her. It's very, very structured. And if this was the first time I'd seen this shape, I'd be like, good, Cynthia, interesting. She came out looking basically the same as she always looks. She definitely has a look that she favors, and we're not getting far from it every time we see her. And then, of course, she's always got her nails done. So, that's her thing now. Okay, good for Cynthia. It was just the most tired fashion I've ever seen. If there was something interesting, it was just something we've already seen so many times. Cole in his dress, Cynthia in her very structured bodice. I mean, honestly, the most interesting thing we did see was what Katie Holmes wore, but not for any good reason. Big fat ouch factor with all of that.